Paper Rex are one of the best teams in the world, known for their aggressive playstyle. They play defense like they're playing attack, and they somehow get away with it. How is this possible? Today, we're going to break down Paper Rex versus Gen.G from the VCT Pacific Grand Finals. The winner will be crowned the Kings of the Pacific League and is guaranteed a playoff spot in the next international event, Masters Shanghai. So regional glory and a giant advantage in Masters Shanghai are on the line. The map score is 2-2 in the best of 5, so everything will be decided on this final map on Split. We enter the second half. The score is 7-5 with Gen.G in the lead. But Paper Rex are about to show us that their W-Key gaming might be more powerful on defense. Gen.G on attack deploys this Viper wall. This wall blocks off both the defender's sightlines into A main. So the sight defender will be like, oh crap, they could be walking up ramp. And the ramp player will be like, oh crap, they could be walking onto sight. This wall is great for lurks, or concealing a rush, which is exactly what Gen.G called to do for this pistol round. Gen.G opened with all 5 players A, but what Gen.G don't know is that Paper Rex are stacked A. 4 players ready to tear apart anything they see A main. And just in case Gen.G don't go A, Paper Rex's device sets up a unique Viper wall that slows down a mid and B push and is great for retaking B. The score is 7-5, Gen.G up. This is the final pistol round of the Grand Finals to determine the champion of the Pacific League. And both teams start off with their eyes on A main. Let's begin.
Can be on both sides.
Flash out, catching multiple players. Meteor able to trade one back with Texture and Munchkin, both have fallen.
With the Omen smoke from Mindfreak and Raised Nade from Jing, Paper Rex seal off A main. Numbers advantage in favor of Paper Rex. But unlike most teams who would back off and reset after winning a skirmish, Paper Rex are not leaving. They're posted close to their own smoke, ready to punish Gen.G if they decide to re-clear A main. But Gen.G aren't coming back. They know Paper Rex stacked A, so they begin walking B. To hide their rotate though, Gen.G's Lakia put up his Viper wall to threaten the re-clear. Jing, in response, immediately Roombas A main to get info. But Lakia hears the Roomba. He knows it's going to clear A main and expose their plan to rotate B, so he backtracks to break the Roomba. But Paper Rex know that Gen.G know that the Roomba is going to clear A main and therefore expose Gen.G's plan to rotate B, resulting in someone backtracking to break the Roomba. So Paper Rex called to push forward again to confirm their suspicion and perhaps pick off the lone lurker. But Gen.G know that Paper Rex know that Gen.G know that the Roomba is going to clear A main, resulting in someone backtracking to break the Roomba, meaning Paper Rex will rotate B with that info, meaning A will be weak. So Karen and Meteor turn back and regroup to end A. But will they get there in time before Paper Rex hunt down Lakia?
Out. Trying to keep them interested on this side of the map while the team rotates, but no, they're actually making the call to come back this way. Swing out, wide swing.
Jing and Mindfreak rotate away after they clear deep spawn. Stomp, stomp, stomp. But Gen.G can hear this. They know Paper Rex are rotating off A after clearing spawn, so they confidently walk forward. But something knows it's possible that Gen.G heard the footsteps, so he posts in an off angle, ready to punish a rotate back. But will he be able to handle 2 players by himself?
Hovering around just in case.
Yeah, position for an exit as well.
Something takes contact, backs off since he's alone. He reposts at an off-angle ramp as Jing comes back to double up with him, while Divine and Mindfreak hold the flanks. Paper Rex's protocols are so solid. There's only 35 seconds left. Both Gen.G players are A main, so they have to commit A to plant the spike in time, the side of the map that all 4 Paper Rex players are stacked at.
And if he sees one, he knows that the other's not going to be far behind.
Yep. And this is just step by step. Now he's got backup as well, so it's going to be that double swing. Gen.G, surely they're aware of it.
One enemy.
Something with a quick headshot, swing out.
Paper Rex take the pistol round, but the W-Key gaming on defense does not stop here. Gen.G open with all 5 players B. They want to quietly get up to the choke and then pop out B. As for Paper Rex, they open with a 1-2-2 spread. They notice that Gen.G is doing the same lurk Viper wall towards A, so Forsaken and Jing call to aggress and play in front of the wall again. The barriers drop, Gen.G silently walk up B main. At A, Forsaken sky flashes A main, it detects nothing. Mindfreak's deep smoke A blooms, setting up Paper Rex to mow down Gen.G if they swing through. But no one is A. Gen.G are all sneaking up B. Mindfreak's game sense tingles. He smokes off B main. Wait, Forsaken and Jing are rotating off A despite Gen.G making zero noise. The prep must have been crazy because the read is perfect. At the start, Lakia threw a Viper smoke lineup towards B from B lobby. The lineup now lands. This Viper smoke helps the attackers deal with the quadruple crossfire when they step out of the choke. With the smoke up, they can swing out without worrying about getting shot in the side of the head. But more importantly, a defender that's playing Hell won't know if attackers cross to pillar and onto site, and a defender on site won't know if an attacker scale towards new box. So similar to Gen.G's A main wall, this Viper smoke is great for keeping at least 2 defenders B if they don't want to get lurked on. But to condition Paper Rex to fear this orb, Gen.G must first make it scary. So this round, Gen.G are using it to explode onto B. How will Mindfreak deal with this rush?
There's a lot of footsteps.
Yeah, a lot of footsteps, and Mindfreak spotted there on that exit. Paranoia is sent out, but Demai able to find the opening kill, gets himself a second lock. Munchkin both gonna fall. Mindfreak swinging around the corner, finds Meteor. Texture now dead.
And Paper Rex instantly extinguished Gen.G's rush. Fantastic protocols from Paper Rex there. Mindfreak immediately backs off so he doesn't get picked off. Divine something with no hesitation, flood out of heaven to help as Mindfreak counterblinds from CT and then comes back out for everyone to fight together. And together, Paper Rex mow down the lawn that is Gen.G. Gen.G are on their full buy. They know they have the weapons advantage. They know Paper Rex might make a push somewhere because of that. So Gen.G open with a 2-1-2 default. Their plan is to post up, play it slow, and punish Paper Rex if they're pushing. And of course, Paper Rex are pushing. They have 3 players close A main, Jet holding mid with an outlaw, and Omen looking at B main kind of funny. The barriers drop, Paper Rex flash forward.
3 players over here at A.
No kills found, Paper Rex back off after seeing the double post. At the same time, Mindfreak Omen blinds B main, but it's just a fake push. Paper Rex are showing aggression on both extremities. Gen.G's mains players tighten up, holding each other's hands, ready to fight. But defender aggression in the mains means mid is weak, so Munchkin pounces at this timing to take space mid. But it's a timing that doesn't exist because something is holding mid, and he smells a lurk coming.
Tailwind forced out. There's something.
Something draws first blood. I wonder if it's a coincidence that Gen.G only had 2 players with half armor, and something just happened to take a fight with one of them with his outlaw. Maybe I'm overthinking it. With Gen.G losing mid control, their players in the mains begin getting active, looking for an equalizing pick. Meteor starts working the angles A while Lakia and Texture walk up B lobby. Lakia throws his Viper Orb line up B, then he activates a smoke, threatening a lurk or pop out like last round. Gen.G want to bait rotates to B as their A players work up A, but Paper Rex respond to this orb by actually grouping up mid. They expect Gen.G to re-clear mid, so they want to take control of mid in response to the lost space in B main. Paper Rex dog down mid, their duelists follow it. At the same time, Devi shifts onto A site while Gen.G walks out A main. Devi puts up his Viper wall and peeks to hold the off angle, but Meteor was one step ahead and punishes Devi. A site is now completely open, but Gen.G don't rush. They're still playing it slow. They have A main and B main control, so they know that Paper Rex might overpeak for info, so they're patiently holding to punish. And Gen.G might have just read Paper Rex like a children's book, because Jing and Forsaken begin walking out ramp and Mindfreak begins solo pushing B main.
Paper Rex still in a very good spot on this bonus. 2 Bulldogs still and a Phantom as well on top of that Outlaw, so they're looking okay.
Texture finding that pick there. Opens up that B side a little bit more as Meteor stuck in a bad spot. Looking for the trade out.
Whew! A flurry of kills in a matter of seconds. Mindfreak pushes B and gets picked off while Forsaken gets caught out in the open A main. So before he gets swung on, he unleashes his inner GigaChad and W keys forward, single-handedly wiping out both Gen.G's A players. Gen.G responds to that by satcheling out B, but Lakia has a spike and he gets taken down by something as he tries to cross. Gen.G thought they picked up a children's book, but surprise, it's actually the Bible. Paper Rex on their bonus round is now up 3v1. Texture runs back to grab the spike.
All on his lonesome. Spike recovered. Finds the kill. Jing gonna be taken down. See if he can get the clutch. swing onto the corner. He cannot.
And something closes out the round for Paper Rex to steal the lead. Man, Texture was in a 1v2, so he knew he had to isolate 1v1s ASAP. So he fake tapped the spike, then pushed CT since something was last seen in heaven. But something is already repositioned. He perfectly reads Texture's play and punishes the push. The man is even shooting bodies, so it's safe to say he's pretty people proud of that outplay. Last round, Paper Rex won their bonus round, meaning their economy is about to snowball out of control while Gen.G's economy is in flames. But Gen.G are able to afford 3 stingers on the save since they have max loss bonus, so it's very possible for Gen.G to win this round since Split is such a close range map. Jing buys a Vandal, but then changes his mind after noticing Gen.G can't afford clothing, so instead he decides to save some credits and buy the budget up. Paper Rex open with a 1-1-3 spread. They are relentless about contesting A main, but Gen.G might have read this. They open with a 4-0-1 default. Gen.G called to contact the B main for a B hit while Meteor creates some noise at A. The barriers drop, Mindfreak one-ways B main for a ghost hold. But Gen.G calls him on the bluff, disrespects him one way, and walks past it unpunished. At the same time at A, Gen.G put up their Viper wall and Meteor stomps forward.
Significant ramifications for them as Jing nearly poking his head up over the top there. Trailblazer spotting, paint shells just going to be lobbed in.
Meteor starts backing off. His job is complete. 3 Paper Rex players are glued to A main, and the rest of Gen.G are up B main, ready to hit Paper Rex's weaker site. But Mindfreak's game sense tingles again. He smokes off B main, but this isn't a normal smoke. It's a one-way, and Mindfreak catches Munchkin trying to cross.
Wheeled down to 85.
This is a fast read from Forsaken. He knows that that's alert.
Paranoia, counter paranoia coming through. Divine moves up out of Raptors to go ahead and backfill this site, but now Mindfreak just holding it. Alley is able to find it. Texture, you've broken the record, but now he's dead. Mindfreak on for 3 in this round. Jing puts that outlaw to use, taking down Meteor.
And Paper Rex once again dismantled Gen.G's B hit. Guys, quick, toss me a gun. Whew. Gen.G are back on a full buy, and something buys an up. With both teams fully armed again, this is where the game truly begins. Gen.G opened with a 2-1-2 default. Paper Rex opened with a 1-1-3 spread. Something is looking to take an early peek with his op. Will Lakia be ready for it?
Now he doesn't even have a record tie.
Is that true?
Huge awareness from Lockheed to still jump peek even after mollying. Towards A, Paper Rex double swing ramp. They see nothing, so Jing rotates to vent while Forsaken rotates B to heal up something. Munchkin can actually hear all this from sewers, but Gen.G don't want to jump the gun just yet. These could just be fake footsteps. Something is still holding mid with his op. Forsaken arrives via heaven and heals something. Gen.G are still holding. Their patience is crazy. The silence is scary, so Paper Rex want info. Jing jump peeks mid from vents. He sees nothing. So something begins inching out to take a deeper angle. Lakia's Viper smoke lineup lands at this moment. Gen.G could be using this to pop B, so Mindfreak smokes off B main. Forsaken gets close, then dogs B main for info. Lakia hears the dog, but instead of dodging it, he stands his ground and breaks it. This is to pretend that he's breaking it for his teammates who are hiding nearby, about to hit B, when in reality, his team is actually grouping up mid. But something is holding mid with his op. Gen.G begin their mid default. They smoke mail and dog up. But something pops his dash and re-peeks out on a timing.
Mail, something pushing out here. Alongside that smoke. Some confirmation off of that.
Something gets pushed back. What a skirmish. Something peeked out right as the dog passed by him for an unexpected timing. But Munchkin turned his dog around at the last second and it spots something. Forsaken flashes out to support something's aggression. So something actually tucks back in for a second to dodge the flash and ends up dodging the dog too. But now Gen.G know that something is still posted out in the open. So Munchkin counter flashes to finally push something off the angle. Gen.G immediately leave mid and begin walking B main. This is because while noise was being made mid, Lakia and Texture walked into B main and realized that it's completely cleared. They know Jet and Sky were just seeing mail. This means Paper Rex are in a mid setup and that there's probably only one player at most on B. So Gen.G call to end with a B pop. But while Gen.G are regrouping, Forsaken also shifts onto B site to double up with Mindfreak, who's playing back site now instead of default like what he's usually been doing. So far, PaperX have been giving up the front site space, then fast retaking it. This round, they called to lock it down. But will this be enough to stop the full force of Gen.G?
Yeah, but it looks like Gen.G's banking on the fact that the op has rotated over to the A side. There's still a lot of members here on B.
Spray goes through, but it's right in between the players. The entry now beginning, but Lakia line it up. Mindfreak able to find Meteor. Something does get taken down. The one kill that they found thus far. Mindfreak flushed out of backside. The push forward from Forsaken, able to find Karen as they go back and forth. Munchkin. 3K for him in the round as the plant gets ready to come through. Jing, however, arriving. Showstopper at the ready. Drawn out, spotting. Munchkin sends it, kills him. Texture managing to strike him down. The record grows, and now he has
what in the bug?
Online. Pops it immediately. Divide backing away. He checks that close angle. Knows that he's not in Raptors. Knows that he's not right on top of him. Still a lot more work to be done. It's absolutely clutchable here for Divide. Texture just takes the challenge.
And a clean shot from Texture to win Gen.G the round. But can we talk about that Roomba bug for a second? Texture threw his Roomba out for info. It triggered on himself, so he thought Divide was close. He pops his ult, realizes that no one is close. He's so confused how it's possible. It's a wasted Raze ult, but it at least zoned Divide away. Divide knows he needs to cross to get to the spike. Texture knows that too. So Divide mollies deep CT to get Texture off the angle for him to cross. But Texture knows that the moment he lets Divide cross, he'll lose the advantage in this 1v1. So Texture, just by hearing Divide trying to mask his drop sound, predicts the perfect time to peek. He lands a confident clean shot on Divide to win Gen.G the round. With Munchkin getting a 3K at the start and Texture getting the last 2 kills, Gen.G's B execute has finally won them a round. And PaperX are pissed. Last round, Gen.G played it very slow. This round, they want to completely change up the pace. Gen.G opened with 1B main and 4 mid. They want to explosively take mid into a fast B split. But PaperX are not mid this round. They opened with a 2-0-3 spread. Something is playing in this cheeky off angle. So Mindfreak is going to bait for him to take Gen.G's attention away from that spot. And PaperX's A players are contesting A main again. But because PaperX are stacked A, and their B players are both by the choke in a pinchable position, then that means Gen.G's call to fast B split is actually the perfect call. But Gen.G are about to find out that even a perfect call has no guarantees. The barriers drop, Gen.G smoke, updraft, nade, flash, Meteor and Texture zoom up mid while the rest of the team regroups B main.
Back, snake bite out the rip. It's a very fast take of mid here for the side of Gen.G. Something posted up on the box. Paranoia sent in the garage, and oh, Meteor just strafes right into that headshot. Trailblazer will get the stun up. There's a Cloudburst thrown down by Mindfreak, covering fire. Is able to find 2. Forsaken takes down Texture now. As that is the cleanup.
And PaperX wipe out Gen.G in mere seconds. Gen.G call a timeout. Remember, the winner of this final map guarantees their spot in Masters Shanghai playoffs, while the loser will have to battle against other world-class teams in the Swiss stage, revealing all their strats in the process to earn their Masters playoff spot. There aren't many rounds left in this final quarter. There is no room for mistakes. Gen.G are forced to save, so in theory, this round should go to PaperX, but anything could happen, especially since Meteor has his jet knives. PaperX stack 4A, they're predicting an A rush, but Gen.G are actually opening with a 2-2-1 default. They know that PaperX, unlike most teams, might actually be crazy enough to aggress on their anti-eco round, so they want to start the round off slow to see what PaperX are up to. The barriers drop, Mindfreak, Omen blinds B main off the bat, but this is just fake aggression. Mindfreak wants to make it look like PaperX are fighting B main to bait Gen.G into responding with a fast A hit, right into PaperX's stack. But Gen.G aren't A, so instead, they immediately respond by speeding up their mid default. Since Mindfreak has B main control, PaperX realize it's a bit too quiet towards A. They skyflash aiming for info, and it detects nothing. So PaperX break up their stack and start rotating B while something aggresses to take more space A. But Karen, who was sewers, knows PaperX's flash saw nothing too. He knows a greedy push might be coming, so he stays to punish. And it looks like his read is right. Meanwhile, Gen.G take heaven with Jet following the Skydog. But Mindfreak hears this. He knows he's getting pushed from heaven, so he's forced to bunker down B main. Luckily, he has his one-way smoke to help him, for now. Back to A.
They're going to be inching forward. Lone member now on this A site.
And Karen leaves right before the clash. This means something has the craziest timing. Gen.G will not expect this flank. Meanwhile, Meteor is holding heaven control that they just got, and with that, Gen.G called to regroup B main for a B split. So Mindfreak is about to find himself in a 1v3, but he doesn't know that. He still thinks he's getting flanked from heaven, so he pushes forward to fish for a pick.
Aaron just backing away. His Mindfreak as well. A lot of forward space. Meteor in the meantime though, able to find one. Snappy from Mindfreak. Comes up with a kill. Looks for another one, but can't quite make it happen. Meteor up trap.
1-for-1 trade in B main. At the same time in heaven, Meteor took down Jing and gets traded. 3v3 now. Forsaken pops his Sky Ult for info and to stall, while Something is in the process of cooking up a giant flank through Gen.G's spawn. Gen.G runs to regroup mid, and Something can hear it all. It sounds like Gen.G are going back A, so Something also starts pathing back A. Devi wants to catch a straggler though, so he swings mid.
Attention to where the Seekers are chasing. Devi just rushes out, is able to find Charon, and Texture barely makes his way back over into the sewer before getting picked off. And that exit, it's taken. Something is there. He's waiting. He's ready.
And they know that they were split. One in sewers, one in Ramen, and that's just a spray down from Devi.
And now it's just Lakia in a 1v3. The spike is dropping mid with only 30 seconds left. What if I told you Lakia wins this round?
It's basically hopeless.
I'd be lying. This is an important round. If Paper Rex wins, they will bankrupt Gen.G going into match and series points, meaning Paper Rex's chances of becoming champions skyrocket. But if Gen.G wins, then their economy will be healthy for the rest of the match, laying the foundation for a comeback. Let's see how both these teams navigate this crucial round. Paper Rex opened with a 2-1-2 spread, a crossfire on A, Devi with his Viper ult solo mid, and 2 players hugging the B main barrier. As for Gen.G, they opened with a 1-1-3 default. Well, Texture's a bit late to the party, but it doesn't matter. Gen.G were gonna start off slow anyways. The barriers drop, Lakia mollies B main, Devi Viper ults mid. Something walks through Lakia's Viper molly and is posted in an off-angle B main. At A, Forsaken dogs A main. The dog only spots Karen in sewers. Gen.G are saying, wait, they're dogging A, so Paper X are probably fighting for A main. And with Viper ulting mid, this means Paper X are probably in a 1-1-3 spread. So Lakia decides to take space B main.
The entirety of mid, and they'll continue to cover male.
And Something draws first blood. That was a 300 IQ play from Paper Rex. The dog A main to fake A aggression, capitalizing off all the conditioning Paper Rex had done so far. Lakia responds by lurking into B main, but gets caught off guard by Something, who walked through Lakia's molly and is posted in an off angle, a play Paper Rex haven't shown yet. Mix-ups like these are the most powerful late into the game when the opponents think they figured you out. And all these small factors combined resulted in Lakia falling right into Paper Rex's trap. Mindfreak one-ways B main and holds that control while Devi sits comfortably in his Viper ult mid. With B main lost in mid looking sketch, Gen.G called to regroup and end A. And this is exactly what Paper Rex's predicted. Paper Rex have 2 players A and Something is already rotating over to stack the site. The only chance Gen.G have is if they take this small window to attack A before Something arrives. Timing is everything.
But this time it's Mindfreak. The timing just perfect to make sure that no more trades happen. And then the immediate shift.
Holding close, but he pulls off that angle. Curious if they spotted an elbow out of place as Jing catching Meteor, dashing forward there in the cloudburst, takes out Texture as well. Paint shells lobbed in. As Jing on the hunt, looks for a little bit more. Munchkin does manage to shut him down. But still, Paper X, it feels like the round is already theirs. It feels like the map, the series, it should already be theirs. 1 player left, Charon, to try to make a difference, and he cannot. Devi will shut him down. The cash is gone. The hopes dwindling. Paper X are 1 round away
from becoming champions of the Pacific League. Match, series, and championship point for Paper Rex. Gen.G are 1 off their Viper ult. They want to grab the B main orb and then use that Viper ult B. So Gen.G opened with all 5 players B main, but Paper Rex know this too. So they open with 3 players close B main, ready to battle for this orb.
To take this into overtime.
mean, the reads here from Paper X, they saw that early snake bite. They're ready for it.
It's looking like another crunch, similar to Bind, and there it is! Something coming in with two, pulls the knives, Mind Freak pushing forward, finds one, looks for the second, can't quite make it happen. Something with 3 bullets remaining has to back away.
The dust settles, it's a 3v2 in favor of Paper Rex. Karen throws a smoke outside B main, threatening a lurkout. This is scary, so Forsaken counter dogs for info.
Seems like this should just about be it. The Trailblazer.
The dog only spots Karen. It didn't see Lakia, so Divide starts pathing mid, ready for mid lurk.
Making it known. Grabs himself a Phantom, backs away, but how do you even try to get yourself back into this round?
Karen and Lakia call to double up and rotate A through spawn, but it's been quiet for a bit too long. Divide jiggles out mid for info. He sees nothing. Gen.G are walking through spawn. Emphasis on walking because they know that a Paper X player could be pushed out bottom mid and they don't want to be heard. But this means that their rotate A is going to take some time. Paper X just cleared mid and they know that A is completely open. So Divide starts walking back A while something pushes B main for info. And he sees nothing B main. So Paper X know that Gen.G must be ending A.
Calls being made, Forsaken rotating himself around. Something will just continue to poke and prod, relying on the rest of his team to be able to get this done. There's a swing out, and there's both kills! It all comes to an end!